Actually, let's do world boss. So there's a new event. We've seen this event already. Furious Dragon. 2 teams. It's very similar to Guild Boss. First team, mechanics wise, you just want to apply debuffs to reduce the stacks, the special stacks that the boss gives himself. And then for the second boss, you want to apply basic attacks, I believe it is. You can take a look over here. If you click the magnifying glass, we've got the Dark Dragon. Well, actually, they're both Dark Dragons. One just happens to be red, even though he's Dark Element. The first one, though, like I said earlier, 1 stack is removed for each negative effect. So that's the mechanic that you want to play around. And then the second one, 1 stack is removed for each basic ability received. And that's the mechanic you're going to want to play around as well, because that's going to reduce or increase the damage that you're dealing to the boss, which increases your total score, yada yada. Here's the teams that everyone's using. We've got the guild ranking, and then we have the individual ranking. So number 1 in the world, it looks like Twin Abuser for sure, Twins, EFD, Abaddon, Dark Hazel. That's a really strong team. Second team is looking like a bleed composition. I feel like that's kind of meta. That's what I'm using as well. I don't have Dark Hazel, unfortunately, so I'm going with the Tara for the mitigation. But first team here is pretty much the same. You just want... well, the twins are kind of broken, right? They do pretty much everything. Healing, negative effects, damage. And then EFD gives a bunch of bonus turns, which helps cycles cooldowns. You've got your main damage dealer plus the negative effect applier. And yeah, I'm kind of using Dark Ophelia as my negative effect applier, but you kind of need a lot of focus. So right now I've got most of my negative effect people around 250 focus, and that gets me around... I think it gets me at around 25, so it's not too shabby. And then for team number 2, I just figured this out. It's super sweet comp, especially for anybody that has Aubrey. Or the new guy, Arcally. Arcally? He also has AoE team immunity, so that's kind of the gimmick. Giving yourself immunity, and then Aaron A5 here's to reduce the cooldown. So immunities basically has a 24/7 uptime, which is great because, you know, number 2 team, the main mechanic that you're trying to work around is getting ignite stacks because they hurt. You kind of have to either cleanse it or be able to sustain, and if you're not taking any ignite, it's a amazing time. So hopefully I can show you guys that right now. Let me just double check. Everyone should be geared. Everyone should be geared. I worked on this team last night, so everyone's Gucci. Like I said earlier, this first team, I went for like 250 focus on my debuffers, and that only lasted me so long before his stacks gave him enough resistance to where I wasn't able to apply anything. So then it comes down to just, you know, surviving and be able to do enough burst damage. I've got our mitigation here with the Tara. Great damage dealer, MSB. Bonus turn, cooldown reducer, EFD. And then you guys know the twins. They're super broken. So the second team here, we've got Flarence. Amazing support for all you new players out there that are like, you know, still in your 7 days, deciding on who to pick from that chest. Pick Flarence. Please pick Flarence. And then we have Aubrey. Aubrey can actually be replaced with this newer legendary that we just got, Arcally. But we're using Aubrey right now. And then we have Hunwu, amazing damage dealer. Barkley, and then Aaron. This is basically just a very popular bleed composition. We just swapped in Aubrey. So let's do this. So the first team takes a while, okay? I'm not gonna... like, if we make a video out of this, I'm definitely not going to include all the footage, because this is like a 30-round team. And it starts off Atara being first in the team's order, following MSB, because, you know, of course you want to add speed to MSB to get as much joint attacks as possible. Then we've got the lovely Ophelia to do her ult before Ophelia pops, Dark Ophelia pops her abilities. So then we just get double the bonus turn from Dark Ophelia's ult as well. You guys probably aren't really familiar with Ophelia gameplay unless you have them, but just know a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of true damage is being dealt from MSB and Dark Ophelia, and then we're just basically gonna try to sustain. And then keep in mind, like, the amount of debuffs that we're applying, unfortunately, once you apply the debuff, you can't reduce the stack. But yeah, it's really weird. Like Dark Ophelia doesn't reduce the stacks from the dragon with her skill 2 once her debuffs are applied, but Light Ophelia on her basic attack does, even though, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It is very weird. But keep in mind, more debuffs, less dragon armor stacks equals more damage, equals more score. All right, as you guys can see, round 12, we're coming up on 15 mil damage on just our team 1. Things are looking good. I should have turned MSB's abilities off. Kind of a noob move because I'd rather get, you know, the basic bonus damage every single round. But it's okay. Let's see how far we can go anyways. 15 mil. Guys, are twins broken? I feel like they're definitely so broken. Just looks like fireworks on your screen. And the fact that, I mean, let me touch up on this real quick. So anybody with a twin or with Light Ophelia, if you, okay, hold on. This is my secret tech. Don't tell anybody I told you this. But if you make Evelyn Firston the highest attack, she will give Evelyn Firston this buff called Concerto of Light. So when casting an ability, it will recast the same ability. So if Evelyn casts her ultimate for the, you know, AoE bonus turn for her team, she will cast it again. And this is two free bonus turns for Evelyn, or from Evelyn Firston. So that's kind of the strat that we went with here. We just made Evelyn have the highest attack. The second highest attack on the team is Dark Ophelia, so that Evelyn brings Dark Ophelia with the joint attacks. But this is just such a insane composition. I feel like EFD is S tier if you have Light Ophelia. Okay, so guys, this is where this team number 2. Hold on, real quick. We have to click on Aubrey. We have to click on Aubrey, so that when we're autoing, he skill 2s himself, which helps with cooldown reduction. So this is basically what this team comp is about, is just applying a bunch of bleeds with Hunwoo, Barkley. Aaron's gonna reduce the cooldown, at least the ultimates of all my guys, which is gonna help with sustainability from Flarence. Flarence, you guys probably know what Flarence does. She heals, she applies the bonus buff, the bonus attack buff, the amazingness, pretty much. Yeah, she just does a lot. She heals us on 2 skills, just gives us more damage, basically, gives us more bonus attacks to help apply more bleeds. And then Aubrey is applying the AoE immunity, and this is going to have 100% uptime. So keep in mind, guys, we've got Aubrey tuned to move last in the team comp so that our immunity doesn't go away as fast for the other members. Aaron's going to keep reducing the cooldown every time we proc Aaron's trait. And yes, we should not be taking any stuns or any ignite damage. I believe with Acroly, this team composition will also be possible. So any of you guys wondering, or any of you lucky guys that have summoned Acroly, try using this team comp for the next time this event comes around. Because remember, they're gonna keep bringing these events back. At least so far we've seen, we've had this event maybe 3 or 4 times now. So here we go. Just a bunch of damage from these 3 guys. I would almost say build Aaron tanky with crit capped with some crit damage so he helps out a little bit, but you need him to survive because you also want to maximize your basic attacks to keep these dragon armor stacks to 1 or 0 as low as possible, you know? And this is the gist of our second bleed composition. Very, very strong. We'll see how far we can go. I think we started out around like 32 million, so far we've already got 3 million damage. We're trying to push 42 million today. If we can break 46, that would be the dream. I don't think we will though. We'll see. So far, so good. Looks like we lost Aaron. We did bring in revive spell so we could get one last joint attack in. Oh, hold on. Did we fit? So does it end at round 50? We made it to the very end of the round. All of our guys didn't die, but it looks like we hit a record 44 million. You guys were here to watch this amazing. I mean, we weren't rank 1, so this isn't really history being made, but you watched the amazing twin brokenness plus Hunwoo plus Barkley plus, yeah, bleed comp plus twins equals OP. 44 million. Rewards are kind of decent, but we're really just shooting for the leaderboard rewards. And there we go, yeah, not too shabby. If you guys enjoyed watching that, make sure you drop a comment what team comp that you had success with. And maybe we have, yeah, maybe going forward, we can improve our score next time this event comes around.